Just got some new Beatles finds in the last couple of weeks. I'll just show them off quickly. First of all, I've been collecting some of the new D'Agostini releases of the Beatles albums. They're basically been releasing for almost the last 6 or 7 months, I think. And it's been quite a good opportunity to sort of just pick up a few albums that I didn't have on vinyl. And the latest one I've just got is the Please Please Me, which came out 2 weeks ago. This is the stereo edition, and it's the same mastering, I think, as the ones that came out in 2012, of which I have a few of the later albums in that series. And I think they sound really good. I think this is a really nice pressing of this album. I've had the original mono for a number of years, but it's good to get it in stereo. I do actually really like the early albums in stereo. I know a lot of people don't like them, or they don't like the extreme separation. But because my speakers are quite close together in my music room, it doesn't bother me too much. I do like the extra clarity you get on the instrumental side. You can really hear what the instruments are doing. And of course, with the Beatles, there was often slight differences between the mono and the stereo mixes, different vocal takes, that kind of thing. So it's always interesting to hear them. And so this is the Please Please Me one, which came out a couple of weeks ago. And actually, these have been priced quite reasonably, I think, for new vinyl compared to the 2012 seemed to be really expensive, like £25 a copy, whereas these are coming in about £17, which is not cheap, but it's still a lot better than quite a lot of new vinyl, particularly the Beatles. So, as usual with the D'Agostinis, you get a little booklet which just has a few pages of detail about the recording of the album and a few sort of vintage photos. They're nothing too special, these booklets, but they're quite nice to have, and they sit inside the album cover quite nicely. But the important thing is, I think, the sound, and these do sound really good, I think. I've got a few of the earlier albums with the Beatles in stereo, and Beatles for Sale, and they all sound excellent. And this one is on the original Parlophone label, which I guess is how it was presented in 1963 when it first came out. I think they moved on to the yellow labels about a year later. Certainly all the other albums I think are on the yellow labels. But anyway, I was pleased to get that, and I've been playing that quite a bit. And I think it's, it still holds up as an album. It's great, a lot of energy in there, and very enjoyable tracks. Particularly, I love There's a Place, Twist and Shout, of course, and Maybe It's You, one of my favourite tracks. Next up, I just picked this up quite cheap recently, Yellow Submarine. I've never actually had the original album on vinyl. I have the song track version, which I think came out in about 1999. This is the original one that came out in '69, so it's pretty beat up, as you can see, not in particularly great condition, the split down the side there. But the vinyl plays okay. I think it's on the Apple label. Let's get a new inner sleeve for it. The inner sleeve's a bit knackered as well, but it's good. I like the songs off Yellow Submarine. But obviously, 2 of them are already released, so it's more like an EP really than anything else. And I do actually like the orchestration on side too. I think it's got a great kind of period feel to it. So I was pleased to get that. It's just kind of fills the gap, as they say. Next up, I was really pleased to get these. This was a gift from a friend of mine. I've been trying to get one of these albums for quite a while now on vinyl, and always quite tricky because when you see them, they tend to be quite highly priced and maybe not in that great condition. So this is George Harrison's All Things Must Pass in the box. The box is not in too bad condition. I mean, it's got quite a fair bit of wear and tear, but it's kind of still structurally there. I don't unfortunately have the poster, but the actual albums are in really nice condition. They play really well on the orange Apple. So, and it sounds really nice. It sounds a lot nicer than the CD version I have, which is the kind of remastered one. I think that came out in about 2000. It sounds a lot warmer, I think, to my ears. So I was really pleased to get that, and particularly as a gift. It was a really nice gift. I think my friend knew that had been after this, and I think, to me, this is probably my favourite solo Beatles album, along with Ram in a close second position, and I like the first Lemon as well. And then also with that, he gave me the Prince of Bangladesh triple album, again in a box, which is really nice to have. And this has got the booklet with it. Lots of nice, see that properly, colour images of the band. Leon Russell there. And some nice pictures of George. It's a nice booklet actually, and the booklet's actually in very nice condition. As is the box on this one, so I don't think it's been played very much. I haven't had a chance to listen to all the albums yet, but I gave the Bob Dylan side a quick listen the other day, and that sounded really excellent. It's amazing how loud the audience are on this actually. It's quite a big audience sound from Phil Spector. It's a good concert. I mean, some great George tracks. Bob was in really good form. I think he kind of turned up at the last minute and surprised everybody. And he did a great set. The George tracks sound great. Leon Russell, and then you got the Ravi Shankar stuff as well, which is pretty cool. It was a good version of Jumping Jack Flash on this. So I was really pleased to get that. So anyway, yeah, that's Beatles finds for the moment, and there's not too much else I need to get now, really. I think I want to get the Magical Mystery Tour EP at some point. That's definitely on the list, and some more of the singles and EPs would be cool, I think, to have in the collection. Anyway, thanks for watching.